In this lesson for Chapter 4, we're going to be focusing on things that are happening on the outer surface of a cell, or related to things that happen outside of the cell between cells. This is an important part of the cell because it's the outside of the cell, the extracellular components that can coordinate activities between one cell and another cell that might be an integral part of that organism's way of living. We're going to start with a look at the plant cell. In addition to having a plasma membrane, plant cells also have a cell wall, which is their most outer surface. The cell wall is primarily made of cellulose, and that is a polysaccharide that helps maintain the shape and the structure of the plant cell. In addition, it protects it from the elements of the outer world and also helps it retain water. Now, the cell wall, like the plasma membrane, is permeable to substances, but it can regulate to some extent what things can enter and exit the cell. One way that materials can enter and exit a plant cell through the cell wall is through these channels called plasmodesmata. These channels would be how water and small solutes, such as proteins and even RNA, can pass from cell to cell in a plant. Unlike plant cells, animal cells do not have a cell wall, but they have an extracellular matrix. A matrix is something that has a lot of different components. And so as you can see here, the extracellular matrix of this representative cell contains collagen, fibronectin, glycoproteins, glycolipids, polysaccharides, a whole assortment of things that are attached to the outer surface of the cell membrane or even embedded in the cell membrane. Animal cells also have different types of intercellular junctions, like the plasmodesmata of the plant cell, where materials can pass through, or other purposes that in the animal cell maybe connect the adjacent cells together to form a tissue. So that will bring us to the different types of intercellular junctions. And so we'll take a look at how these are different and similar. First, the tight junctions. Let's see this little animation here. Oh, no, it's not going to animate. Maybe if you download the PowerPoint, the animation will work. It's not seeming to work here. So, but what you can still see hopefully is that these tight junctions are preventing leakage of substances from different areas. So the materials cannot get from an adjacent cell to the next cell because these tight junctions are like gates that are closed up and not letting those substances pass. Versus gap junctions, which, oh, well, I can understand. So this one's animated. The other one isn't supposed to be animated, I guess. So here you can see the molecules are zooming around, and some of them are passing through those openings between the two cells in the yellow. So gap junctions are most like plasmodesmata in that they do permit materials to pass from one adjacent cell to the next through these little channels. The third type of junction found in animal cells between cells are the desmosomes. These are like connective areas that stitch adjacent cells together. When I look at that green zigzaggy line, I think of like thread holding together two pieces of fabric. So these are essentially like that, two cells being held together by these desmosomes. And those are the topics for this lesson on the outer parts of the cell that are exterior and what those roles might be in plants versus animal cells.